are live. What's happening, y'all? Welcome. This is episode 31 of the Creatia Conversation. I am your host, the self-knighted Sir Cussalott Travis Pointer, a.k.a. the Dragon King, a.k.a. Big T, a.k.a. T-Money, a.k.a. Sweet T, a.k.a. Black Merlin, a.k.a. the HNIC. And I am joined, as always, by my co-host, Mara the Shark Watkins.
What's up?
And Jonny Jums Grutzius.
Hi.
How you doing today, kids? You all right? Surviving?
I'm chilling.
You sheltering in place?
Yeah.
For the most part, yeah.
Felt a little nauseous today, but feeling better. But I haven't had any flu symptoms, which is good.
That is good. That is good. Probably just ate something weird.
Yeah, or I didn't eat enough.
That's also a possibility. Yeah. How about you, Mom?
I'm just healthy. I'm healthy.
You are? Good. Keep it that way. I'd be really annoyed if one of you died right now. So let's
Well,
let's
just
not
if
do
I
that.
got sick doesn't mean I would die.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm not even just talking about the corona. I'm talking about whatever. If either one of you died at any point in time, I'd be very annoyed with you.
I wouldn't really care because I'd be dead.
That's fine. Just know I would go to your funeral just to cuss you out. How dare you?
That's fine.
As long as you understand that's how this works.
I'm cool with it.
You don't have a choice but to be cool with it because it's happening.
True.
Yeah. So let's get into it then. What you been watching? What you been playing? All that good stuff.
I just finished season 2 of Altered Carbon.
As
Sweet.
did I.
I thought I liked it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the background, the story, the Killcrest stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if to me it wasn't talk 100%. He had a lot of the mannerisms down. He got some of the talk down.
Mm-hmm.
But it sounded like when he was being an asshole, like the talk from the first one was like a sarcastic asshole.
Mm-hmm.
He came off like kind of just too assholey, like to Poe and stuff. There was no sarcasm in it. It was too assholey for me. I feel like he didn't get that aspect of it. But overall, I mean, I liked it. I enjoyed the second season. I remember talking to Matt. Matt didn't really care for it. And I was like, dude, you're fucking, like, the shit was fucking good.
Yeah, I talked to him about it too. He was saying he didn't like Anthony Mackie's talk, but you know.
Yeah, I didn't hate it. There were just a few. I had a few things that I didn't like for it. But anyways, what else have I been watching? I haven't really been watching much else, minus like reruns of shit that I always watch. But I did bust out the GameCube.
Oh wow!
My girlfriend never really plays video games. You know, she's not a gamer. So we've been playing Mario Party and Mario Kart on GameCube at her place when we're quarantined over there because I didn't have any video games over there. And I was like, well, I got this motherfucking GameCube.
Yeah.
Might as well bring that shit over there. So I've been playing a lot of GameCube, a little bit of Xbox, and just chilling.
Yes, I've done something similar when I was living in Tallahassee. I had a Super Nintendo that I left at somebody else's house because, you know, I needed something to play when I was over there. But yeah, as far as Altered Carbon goes, I'm with you for the most part. As far as, you know, Anthony Mackie's portrayal of Talk it was different.
It was different. Yeah.
It was different, not in a bad way to me though. It was just different. And as far as what you were saying about like the way he treated Poe, I think that was more because he was much more frustrated with Poe than he was last season. Because
that's true. Poe's fucked up.
Yeah, and wouldn't acknowledge that he was fucked up. So it was kind of like he was more frustrated with it now. So I don't even know if it was really him being a sarcastic asshole. But at that point, I think he was just pissed. So I get it. What about you, Mar? What you been watching? What you been playing?
Okay. I had to tune a little bit out because I haven't seen the second season yet. So,
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't really spoil anything. We just, you know.
I tuned out no matter what. I was just waiting for my name to come up. Well, I got roped into playing Destiny 2, so
I play that. It's fun.
there's that. Um, I've been trying to just catch up on a bunch of shit that I've been saying I wanted to watch and just haven't had a chance to sit down and start something else.
Mm-hmm.
So like I've been catching up on like Mixed-ish, Blackish, what else? I heard like a laugh.
It was a text that I opened, didn't realize that was going to happen. That's my bad.
Mm-hmm. And I got back into watching On My Block. I'm trying to finish that so I can start Altered Carbon. I've been watching a lot of fashion shows and catching up on Project Runway. I'm just bored.
I get it.
Project Runway, is that where they like make clothes? And then is it like a modeling clothes thing? Not modeling. Like you have to like create clothes and then people
Altered Carbon is what you were just watching.
Project Runway.
Oh, Project Runway is
Runway.
making the clothes. I thought you said Altered Carbon. I was like,
No, I said Project Runway.
Yeah, he definitely said Project Runway.
Yeah, I was just saying that's where they like make clothes and then there's like judges are like, oh, that's good. You go next. And then people get eliminated and shit.
yeah,
I feel like I watched the first season of that a long time ago.
Probably. It's been out for like ever. I'm just watching like the more recent seasons.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
That it?
I'm trying not to watch anything that I've seen before, but it's so hard to not.
I mean, you got plenty of time. There's nothing stopping you.
I know. I want to rewatch. What is it? Fuck. I just remembered too. I wanted to rewatch. Oh, I wanted to watch SVU because there's been no new episodes, and I don't want to rewatch something I've already seen. So I'm trying to find other things that will satiate me.
I mean, every episode of SVU is something you've already seen. Though. It's the same show over and over again. So,
but yet they still manage to keep me so captivated.
They do.
I've never watched it.
If you never seen one episode, because if you've seen one episode, you've seen every episode.
I've read a script for one episode.
Okay, well then you know what happens in every episode. Then, John. It's the same thing over and over again.
I've never watched an episode.
Yeah, but you know what happens in every episode.
Yeah.
Not always. It doesn't always end the way you think it would. But yeah, that's it.
Yes, surprise ending is one of the other two endings they always have in every show for the last 20 years. Is that it? That's all you got?
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
The only thing that's been new has been the Destiny.
Yeah.
2.
About to say you back on the OG Destiny, that'd be something different. Well, last time we were here, I told you all I watched the first episode of this show called Duncanville that comes on Fox. You know, they're trying to bring back their animation domination on Sundays. It's gotten better. It's still not good, but I have nothing better to do, so I still watch it. You know, so it's just, it's gotten better though. But I also saw Watchmen finally.
The HBO one?
Yes. I liked it. Problem is, I think people overhyped it for me, which, you know, tends to happen if you wait too long to see certain things.
Yep.
I did like it though. I just don't think it was as great as people hyped it up to me to be, you know, but I still enjoyed it. So
that's what happened with Breaking Bad for me. I watched it like 5 years later. I didn't even finish it. I watched the first like 3 seasons and I was like, if it didn't get me in the first 3 seasons, I'm gonna stop watching.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what happened with you too. Because if you weren't in the midst of it, then people are going to be talking your ear up about it forever until you watch it. And then when you finally do, if it's not like, you know, the second coming of Jesus Christ, then it's not worth it for you.
Maybe that's why I haven't finished it yet either.
Mm-hmm.
I still haven't finished Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad? Yeah.
I still haven't finished it, but I want to. I just haven't finished it yet.
I haven't cared enough to.
I get it.
Yeah.
Still one of the greatest shows of all time that you're missing out on, but I'm okay with letting you miss out because I didn't. Also, I've been watching the show. I don't know if I mentioned it last time, but a show called Lego Masters. Let me tell you, Lego Masters is my shit.
It's that shit.
Bruh.
Watch it every week, my nigga.
I just finished watching an episode before we hopped on here. Lego Masters is my shit. If you are a kid that appreciated Legos, even an adult that appreciates Legos, you need to watch Lego Masters. Even if you don't appreciate Legos, you need to just watch the shit anyway, because it is fucking amazing the kinds of things that you see these people make on this motherfucking show.
Right? Ooh.
Like, did you see this week's episode, Mara, with the scorpion?
No, I haven't watched this week's yet because
I watched one episode with Matt. I loved it, but I haven't watched any more than that.
Well, you need to get your shit together, all right?
I can't watch without Luna.
It's on Netflix
Hulu.
or Hulu. Yeah, I got them all, but
yeah.
You'll find it.
So you just started and you saw one of the things that hooked me on that show. There's a black guy on that show named Travis. So, you know.
It was cool. Like I didn't realize because I remember when it was coming out and it hadn't come out yet, was I didn't realize they were gonna have all these like mechanics and shit moving around and belts of fucking shit. And I'm just like,
yeah, man,
that shit's fucking crazy. Because me and my brothers, obviously, we played with Legos like crazy when we were kids.
Never did nothing like that though.
Yeah, no. Matt has a whole Lego like thing at his house, like a whole town of stuff, like a Hogwarts area and like a Marvel area and like
I used to
that goes around it.
A while ago, I got into collecting the Bionicles. You remember the Bionicles? They were like these robot-looking things. They weren't actual robots. They didn't move or anything, but they're like these robotic, like almost like monster robot-looking things. They're really cool. Look it up, Bionicles. BIONICLES. But you got your phone right there. Look them up. But
I'm pulling it up on my computer.
I got into those for like a long time. But then the problem was I had them all in my parents' house. And then they moved.
Oh, I remember these.
Yeah, I had them all at my parents' house while I was in Florida, and they were still in Chicago. Then they moved. And that, along with my comic book collection, somehow just disappeared.
That's bogus.
Yeah, man. I was so sad. But, yeah. Fucking love Lego Masters. Anybody has not seen Lego Masters, you need to watch that shit now.
Give it a watch. It is so good and it's so cute.
The host doesn't really do it for me, but whatever. He's Will Arnett. He's just, whatever. He's there.
It just kind of felt like
it's not about him anyway. So
I think they just chose him because he's like one of the most notable.
Oh, he was Batman in Lego.
He was Lego Batman. So that's
he's
why
the more notable voice actor.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been in a ton of shit. My favorite thing he's in, though, is Arrested Development.
That's what most people know him from.
He's that show is just.
I know he's from Arrested Development, but I've never watched Arrested Development. But I know him from.
I tried to watch Arrested Development. I got like halfway through the second season. I was just like, nah.
Really? Oh my god, it's so funny
just didn't
to
do
me.
it for me. It was one of those things like it was like I can see why people think this is good, or I can see why people thought it was funny. It just didn't do it for me.
Gotcha.
What are you saying, Mara? I'm sorry.
I've been wanting to like watch like a few episodes to see if I like it, because I don't know if it's like an Office kind of humor or if it's like Always Sunny kind of humor.
It's kind of its own thing, but the jokes are very well written throughout, and they always have some kind of connection. Like there's jokes that like kind of like Always Sunny, there's like a through line of jokes that'll go through all seasons.
There's always money in the banana stand.
Yeah. I had a drink it was a banana daiquiri called There's Always Money in the Banana Stand. I didn't want to get it, but that was the name of it, and I was like, I'm getting it. I was like, I'm getting it. I don't care. I'm getting it. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Well, yeah, because you haven't seen the show.
Yeah. When you see the show, you'll fully understand it.
What show?
It's always Arrested Development, the one you were just talking about.
Oh, okay. I thought you were quoting something from It's Always Sunny. That's why I was like, I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I've never seen It's Always Sunny.
I have. It's my favorite sitcom.
Yeah.
Next, I've never seen it, so I can't, confirm or deny how good it is. My favorite sitcom at the moment is The Neighborhood. So, let's see, what else am I watching? Oh, I'm also watching Westworld because that came back. And if you all are, familiar with us, you all noticed that we are not doing a Westworld podcast this year. Sorry about that, but Mara and John are a couple losers, so we're not doing it.
I'm okay with
it. This season's been, interesting so far, as you know. Like, if you saw last season, they're like out in the world now, so it's interesting to see. I'm not completely in on whether or not I like what they're doing, but it's something different, so I'm giving it a chance.
2 episodes have come out?
Dose. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I think I'm gonna rewatch the first 2 and go into the third.
Yeah, I did. I just their recap videos.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I actually shared one with y'all when we thought we were still doing the podcast. So,
via text or Slack?
Slack.
So it's probably still there.
Yeah, it should be.
Cool. That's another show I've been watching, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I forgot to say that.
9-9.
I'm all caught up. I watched the first 8 episodes of the new season, and
still great material right there, man.
It's so good.
It is still so good.
It's so funny. It's so good. Yeah. I love it so much.
Like the whole thing with like Amy and Jake trying to have a baby and shit, and so funny.
It's good. I like the Pimento episode.
That's how deep into their relationship they are now. They're trying to have a baby.
They're married, yeah.
They've been married for a couple seasons now.
I knew they were married. I didn't know how long. It still felt
there was one episode that was like a 6-month episode.
Well, the episode takes place over the course of 6 months of them, them trying to have a baby. Yeah. It's a good one.
God, I love it. Brooklyn Nine-Nine is so funny.
It is. So every now and then you get one that's just like, oh, yeah, this is one of those. This is one of those.
Yeah, it just does it for me. It's got every element I want.
Yeah.
Amazing dad jokes.
I forgot something that I have actually been watching.
What's that?
911. I finally started that show on Fox, 911. It's like about emergency responders.
Is it anything like the show we used to watch when we were younger called Rescue 911? You remember Rescue 911, John?
I remember the name of that, but I can't remember the premise of it.
You were like half a year old when that show was on, so.
But I remember hearing about that.
Rescue 911. Yes. It was one of those shows. It was just about real stories of people like when shit went bad and they called 911. And 911 was able to save them and help the situation and shit. That's all the show was.
I recognize the poster. I've never seen it though.
Yeah. So 911. It's a good one. You like it? Love it?
Oh my God, I love it. I'm like when I finally had caught up, I had to because they have a spin-off show too, 911 Lone Star. Mm-hmm. So when I finally caught up to 911, they were already in like their break.
So I'm assuming 911 Lone Star is in Texas.
Yes. In
Dallas?
Yeah, I think so.
Most likely it would be in Houston.
Houston, yes.
Yeah, if it's happening in Texas, if it's on TV, it's probably in either Dallas or Houston. Yeah, sometimes Austin. It's never in San Antonio.
No. But
that's the most southern, right? San Antonio.
Of the three?
Real
of the four?
Yeah, of all the ones you just named.
Yeah. That's why when I tell people where I live, like, where you live, I'm like, in San Antonio. I'm like, oh, where in Texas? I'm like, it's basically Mexico.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But 911 is a really great show. It has what's her name in it? And now I'm gonna forget that. Oh my God, what is her name?
I don't know. I don't watch the show.
Angela Bassett's in it.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. Angela Bassett.
She's in the show. It's just it's a well-written show, and I see why it gets the reviews that it's gotten. And then
Maybe I
now
should
I'm
check it
watching
out.
Lone
Get some more looks at that Angela Bassett booty.
You're a mess.
Whatever,
But,
man. Angela
booty.
Bassett has a fantastic ass, and we all know it. All right.
But yeah, so those are two really good shows. Lone Star is still very new, but 911's on their third season.
Rescue 911.
No, just 911.
Oh man, speaking of random old shows, John, do you remember a show from back in the day in the 90s? Kung Fu: The Legend Continues.
Let me look it up.
Kwai Chang Kane. And it was like a father and son. The son was a cop. And they used to live like in a Shaolin temple.
Oh shit, yeah, dude.
So
Oh wow. Yeah.
So
I do remember that. It's David Carradine.
Man, I don't remember anybody's real name. I just know that was Kane. And
It was-
that was his son. And his son was Peter. It was
the
Kwai Chang
guy
Kane and
in-
Peter Kane.
In Kill Bill. It was
Yeah.
Bill from Kill Bill.
Yeah. I don't even remember how it came up, but I was at work back when I still had a job. And somebody had said something about somebody doing Kung Fu. And I'm like, were they doing Kung Fu or Kung Fu: The Legend Continues? And it was just like, they're like, what? Like, you don't know about Kung Fu: The Legend Continues?
Dude, this is so funny.
And then from that point on, for like 3 days straight, the theme song was stuck in my head. I'm just like, do 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 do. Like,
Dude, this is hilarious. I'm looking at these pictures of you.
and he's like, when he'd fight, he'd be moving so slow. It's like slower even than like, you know, a lot of like, not what the fuck is his name? Why can't I remember his name?
I don't know.
Hard to Kill, Mark for Death, Under Siege.
Steven Seagal.
Yeah, that motherfucker. Like, you know how randomly, like in his later movies, how slow he would be moving?
Yeah.
It was like that, but even slower.
Damn, dude, I 100% forgot about that show.
Yeah, and I remember when I was a kid even asking my mom, like, why does he fight so slow?
That's great. That was great.
Completely off the subject, but still great memories.
Yeah.
One of those random things that I used to watch with my mom. Another thing I've been watching, Picard. And I'm actually going to pick that up again now because I only saw the first episode before, but I'm about to pick it all the way back up because apparently CBS All Access is giving everybody free access for 30 days. You guys got to put in the coupon code. I believe the coupon code is GIFT, and they give you 30 days free. So, yeah.
Hey, Travis.
Hey, John.
Also, Pornhub is 30 days premium free.
Oh, yeah, no,
FYI.
I've already hopped on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
They want you to stay the fuck home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
Pornhub's great. Dude. They're donating all kinds of shit
Yeah,
everywhere.
they donate
man.
money to help plant trees and shit before this happened and all that. Like
they donated 50,000 masks to New York.
Yeah.
To your hood.
Porn is gonna save the world, John. Like,
Yeah.
like they just pretty much told me I can save the world by beating my dick. And you know what? I, for one, am happy to help.
Dude, I'll do my part.
Exactly.
I've been
If
doing
we
my
all
part
do our
since I was
part.
like 9, dude.
Exactly. You can help too, Mar. Get to flicking that bean. You need to help people out. Help the world.
Save the world, Mara. One bean flick at a time.
Oh my god.
To
You guys are
quote the
ridiculous.
league, flick that bean like me and Joe Green.
First of all, you're gonna say Mean Gene Okerlund.
No, me and Joe Green. That's what rhymes, sir. I miss Mean Gene though.
He's great.
He was great. Also, I finally saw One Punch Man. Because I have nothing but time these days.
What'd you think?
It's another one that was overhyped for me, but I enjoyed it.
It's fun though.
It is. It is a lot of fun. It was one
it's
that
fun.
It's one of those shows you don't have to intently watch. You know, you can just you can sit back and enjoy it. And the whole thing is just the concept of the fact that he's just so powerful that nothing matters to him. And so like everybody's all stressed out about shit, and he's like, yeah, whatever. He shows up
dude.
and just
It's fun.
like
I really enjoyed it.
I love how like these people have all these crazy names for their moves, and he's like, Normal Continuous Punches.
Yeah.
It's the name of his movie.
Yeah, it's good.
And it like shatters the person he's fighting. And it's just like,
Oh, like
that's
they
great.
explode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
so
they
great.
explode.
That's great.
Mhm.
I enjoy the concept of it a lot.
Yeah, it's a fun show.
Yeah. It's no Dragon Ball Z, but it's still good.
I mean, there's not too many shows out there that are.
Yeah, nothing is Dragon Ball Z, but you know.
Since you watched another anime, dude, have you ever checked out Cowboy Bebop?
I've always
That's
meant
old,
to, just
right?
never got around to. Yeah, it's one of those
Yeah,
old
it's
ones.
old. It's like 20 years old, but
yeah, I keep saying to myself, I should just watch Cowboy Bebop, and then
it holds up,
else.
dude. There's only like 22, 24 episodes, something like that, dude. It's fantastic.
I have nothing but time. I'll probably watch it. I actually added it to my queue, so I'll probably end up
for sure, dude. It's the soundtrack alone, like the music to it it's so good.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan. I just watched it for the first time like 2 years ago, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it instantly became one of my favorite animes.
And I've been playing Dreams on the PlayStation. That's, talked about it last month.
Yeah.
The whole thing where you create stuff and all that. I'm getting more and more familiar with it. They actually have a campaign for you to go through. That's probably the most adorable thing I've seen on the PlayStation like forever. And then it ends with what's it called? I forgot the name of the song now. But it's all about like the campaign, and it's called Art's Dream. And he's like a musician, and you're going through a whole lot of stuff, and he's like, his dreams get really weird, like with his imagination and toys he used to have as a kid and all that. It's fucking adorable. And then you get to the end, and like there's a whole jazz concert thing that happens. Yeah.
Is it only for PS4?
Yes. So you Xbox kids have to miss out because you chose the wrong console.
It's fine.
Yeah.
One of these days, I keep forgetting, but like one of these days, I'm just gonna stream it on Twitch. I keep meaning to, and then I start and like I just get so into it, and I forget that like, oh, I should be streaming this, and I just don't. So there's that, and I believe that's it for what I've been watching and playing. So, Mar, it's newsy time.
Is it newsy time?
It is newsy time.
Yes.
Oh, right. Hey, my dad's watching. Cool.
Your dad was watching. Yo, John.
We're like, Mar, flick your bean.
I'm saying, was he watching when I told you to flick that bean like Mean Joe Green?
I think so.
That's fucking hilarious.
What's so great? He's on the other side of the country, so he can't do anything to me.
It's true.
Yeah.
And we're quarantined, so he's not coming either.
This was the time to make those kinds of jokes with someone's parent listening.
Oh man.
So with newsy time, a lot of this is coronavirus central because pandemic time.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a lot of things delayed and pushed back and blah blah blah, and I have this theory that we're just going to run out of things and content to have released to us.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to start watching old shit again.
Yep. So that's why I'm not rewatching anything now, because when we do run out of stuff, I won't be as bored to watching something else that I've already seen.
Speaking of stuff we're watching, me and Mara had fun. We actually had a Netflix party last night, just watching a bunch of stand up on Netflix, using a Netflix party extension so we can like watch shit at the same time and shit. It was dope. So those of you who haven't used that before, you should try it out. It's cool.
You have to have Google Chrome though, so be prepared for that.
Yeah, you got to watch it on a computer. That's the only way it works. But yeah.
Unless your TV gets Google Chrome.
Touche. But you got to add the extension on there.
I don't have that.
Yeah, I know you don't. But I'm just saying, if you're one of those people out there who have Chrome on their television, yes, you can do it.
Those rich folk.
Yeah.
Right? That sounds like some rich people stuff.
Yeah.
But anywho, so we have some things that aren't coronavirus related. So I'll go with those first because like two things. Modern Family will have their series finale on April 8th. I think this is their 13th season or their 12th season or whatever. Whatever, it's long. So that'll be finishing. And then The Magicians, which I am still going to have to finish at some point, is now also ending on April 1st. So next Wednesday. I have till next Wednesday to finish 5 seasons.
It's not like you're going anywhere.
I got faith.
I could do it if I wanted to. I won't, but I could. Everything else, though, like things like movies, since theaters are closed because we are not allowed to be in groups of 10 or more.
By the way, before you move on, I just remember the name of that song at the end of that Campaign Dreams. Time Moves Slow is the name of that song. And it sounds better than the original. But anyway, keep going.
No one cares, Travis.
Hey, fuck you, all right? Just because you don't appreciate good jazz music. Go ahead.
So we've had a lot of company or production companies are looking at releasing their movies on demand or just pushing them back. So far, in the Invisible Man remake, which is something I don't think anyone asked for, but they made anyway.
Because why not?
Has already been released on demand, and I believe these 2 other movies that I don't know anything about, called The Hunt and Emma, are also on their way to being released on demand.
Yeah, who's Emma?
I don't know. I think I've heard of The Hunt, but I don't know anything about it.
Essentially, it's like humans hunting humans, and they're saying that it's not what it is. I don't know. It was on Hulu. I've seen a lot of commercials for it on Hulu.
Oh, okay.
And there's I forget the actress's name. She was in the $1 Million Baby.
George.
Her name is not George.
I've never made that joke on here before. Anytime I don't know somebody's name, we just say it's George.
Yeah, I can't.
Emma Roberts, Hilary Swank.
Hilary Swank.
Okay.
That's who I was thinking of. And then Emma Roberts is Julia Roberts' like niece or something.
But and Trolls World Tour, which is the second Trolls movie, will be released on demand on April 10th.
I didn't know they were making the second one.
I kept forgetting about it, but then I started seeing singles pop up, and I was
People like the first one?
The first one is so cute. What are you talking about?
I haven't seen it, but all those animated movies
I've never
out.
seen it. I'm asking a question, Mara.
Yeah,
Don't get all offended like that. Calm down.
I did get offended. It was
For
very
no
good.
reason.
I seen the opening song, and that was it.
That intro.
Whatever the trippy one is, where it gets real trippy. Is that the one with like they do like a magic school bus type shit?
But then they're like going through the tunnels and shit like that.
Yeah, and it gets all trippy.
That one, yeah. It's like the intro. I think Justin Timberlake did that. Whatever.
He's so fine.
Right. So then movies have been pushed back from their releases, like A Quiet Place 2. Part 2 was pushed back, which I'm kind of sad because I literally just watched Part 1 for the first time the other day, and I was like, yes!
Yo, I saw that shit in theaters. It was nuts. The movie was completely silent for like the first 30 minutes before there's like any words spoken. So the whole theater is just like quiet. It's fucking nuts. It was quite the experience to see. You got to see the second one in theater if they ever released.
Wait, so you said you went to see a movie and the entire theater was quiet?
The whole time, but usually there's always someone talking or doing some shit or
that is my ideal theater experience. When everybody shuts the fuck up.
But it barely ever happens. That's what I'm saying.
I know.
In this movie, there were no words spoken for 30 full minutes.
So like the entire thing.
In the movie.
In the movie was silent. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like it was just dead silent. So like it was just like really when shit would happen, people are like, wow, like, freaking out. It was good. I really want to see the second one in theaters, so I hope that they end up releasing it at some point.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it's soon because like now that I've finally seen Part 1, I was like, fuck yeah, I'm ready for Part 2.
It's
dope. I was not expecting. Yeah, I don't because I'm assuming everyone has seen it. I feel like I was like the last person on earth to see it. Yes, you haven't seen it yet. All right, so then I'm not going to say anything else further.
I'm never going to. So it's just
it's dope. Why?
I don't know. I just don't care. It's one of those like I've never really been a horror movie person anyway, so it's just like.
It's more thriller than horror.
I mean, I hear you, but it's just like at the same time, it's just like I just have no desire to see it. So it's just like I don't want to see this because it's a horror movie. It's just like I saw it, I'm like,
it's cool. You're scaredy pants. It's fine.
That's call it what you want.
It's just more suspenseful. It's just kind of just like, oh my god, what's gonna happen?
Yeah, it's intense.
Yeah, I don't mind suspense. I like suspense. Like, Get Out was suspense. Us was suspense. But like, I don't know. Quiet Places didn't really appeal to me. I'm like,
you saw Us though? You what?
Yeah.
Oh, I see anything Jordan Peele. I can't wait for that Candyman, dude.
Bruh, that trailer like creeped me the fuck out. Once again, I'm not a horror person, but I'll see that because I'm just like,
fuck yes. Destiny's Child. I was just like, oh man.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, that is like he's gonna take like every classic like black song ever. And
about survival
and use it in a horror movie.
It's great. It has a black female director.
Yeah, he found a way to use I Got 5 on it.
5 on it and made it creepy.
I got 5 on it. Dude, that song was stuck in my head for weeks after I saw that.
The song that they did with I think it was the Loonies and Crazy Bone called I Got 5 on Us. Oh, you need to see that shit. Like that video is so fucking dope and the song is so good. It feels like it came from the movie, but I don't think that it was officially licensed by the movie, Right. But like, yeah. I'm always down for anybody from Bone doing a song anyway, because that's just me.
For sure.
But
for sure.
Yeah, when you hold on. You keep going, Mara. I'm gonna send y'all the link to the song on Slack so you can see it when you want. But keep going, Mara.
Okay. Mulan has also been pushed back for her release date. So that sucks.
I heard they put it on digital next month.
They probably will.
They put Frozen 2 out real quick.
Yeah, I heard they're putting Mulan on Disney Plus on April 12th.
Oh, okay, cool.
I heard. I'm not sure about this because I heard this from a person, not an official source. So it's like there's a very good chance that could be wrong. But
I wouldn't be surprised because I didn't know that Frozen 2 was on Disney Plus until like I don't know how long it took me to figure that out.
Did you watch it?
Luna was watching it, but by the time I had seen what she was watching, she was like halfway through it. And I was just like, I don't recognize any of this happening from Frozen. And this doesn't look like any of the other shorts that I've seen her watch. So I was just like, I clicked it and I was like, oh, this is Frozen 2.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
I heard it was very good. I just haven't had a chance to see it yet.
I liked it a lot. Olaf, man. That dude.
Oh, Olaf is my favorite.
That's my boy. Olaf is my boy.
Let me go ahead and send this and not just groove to the song. I'm sorry.
I hate you so fucking much.
I heard it, I'm just like, yeah.
Fast and Furious 9. Sorry.
I just sent it to the Slack, so whenever y'all get ready, you can watch it. But what?
I seen it. Fast and Furious 9 was moved from May 22nd of this year to April 2nd of next year.
Yeah, because they have no faith that this will be solved by the end of the year. So, are we gonna put this out next year? Maybe by next year we get our shit together.
They're just like it's a no for this year. You guys have Hobbs and Shaw on HBO. Just watch that. What else? Black Widow has been pushed back by Disney along with a couple of other things. But No Time to Die, which is the new Bond movie, which was supposed to come out soon, has now been pushed back to at least November. And I was like, damn.
It was all downhill after Die Another Day anyway. So,
That was
the one with Halle Berry in it.
But that's the one with...
That was the last one with Pierce Brosnan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the last one I saw. I haven't seen a single Daniel Craig one.
Exactly. Me too.
I enjoy the Daniel Craig one.
I don't know.
I don't know if I enjoy him or not. I've never seen him.
I haven't seen him. I wouldn't know. That was the last one I saw too. Was the Halle Berry one. I was like, I think, oh shit, that's the last one I saw.
Yeah, that was Die Another Day. And I said it was all downhill from there because I'd never seen him. So clearly they did something wrong if I never watched it.
It's true. It's all their fault.
I don't know what they did wrong, but they did something wrong because Travis stopped caring. Could it be the fact that they've made 7 million James Bond movies? Maybe. Could it
Or
be
maybe
they're all the same fucking movie? Maybe.
or that they just kept changing the actor.
See, to me, that didn't matter because to me, 007 was more of a position than a person.
Okay,
Yeah.
I get that.
So it was like, I get that. I'm not. It's kind of like Doctor Who. You know, there's like, a million Doctor Who's, but Doctor Who is still fun.
Right.
Or in like an Altered Carbon, there can be multiple Takashi Kovacs, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Just re-sleeve them.
That ending, though.
Bruh.
Mara, watch that segment.
Bruh, you need to watch that shit.
Yeah.
Like, we need to talk about this. I need you to watch that shit.
Right. All right.
As a matter of fact, I might just like cut you out of this so me and John can talk about Altered Carbon.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it another time because
we'll
honestly, we've been fucking up because we were supposed to have another meeting about some other shit before and we haven't done that. So yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
But the problem is the last meeting we had was before the world fell apart. So
When the world went to shit.
Yeah. Like we made plans like, we gotta have another meeting next week. We'll figure it out. And then like between like in the next 4 days, the world just said, fuck you.
Yep. Lockdown.
Yeah. So we just like, that was one of those things where I just didn't know what was happening anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't even know what's up, what's down.
How am I gonna pay my fucking bills?
Exactly. I got bills. I don't know how I'm gonna pay them shits. I might run out of food. What the fuck do I do then?
Yeah.
Like I've been talking to him, like I might just go back to Florida. Like, if this lasts too long, I'm like, hey, parents. Yeah, I live here now.
Yeah. Move back.
Yeah. Me and Bear moving in here now. And that's one of those things that's weird because I know if I did it, they wouldn't care. Like it's one of those things, like they didn't mind me being there. If I was there like another 2 years, they wouldn't give a shit. Because like I didn't bother them. I was there, I stayed in my room and didn't mind my business. They bothered me more than I bothered them. So they let me. I'm not worried about that. So if it comes down to it, I'll, pack up the car and me and Beryl just move back to Florida. But anyway, what else you got, Mar? More newsy?
That's about it though. Like there's not been a lot going on. Everything's pretty much on hold for right now.
Yeah, that's so weird. Like so many shows, like even those of you who watch Super Flashy Arrow of Tomorrow, this coming week.
There's nothing.
No new episodes. So we just don't have a show next week because there's nothing for us to talk about. We kind of burned our filler topic a couple weeks ago when we only had the Black Lightning episode. We talked about if Crisis ruined the Arrowverse, which I still think it probably did, but
it did.
Yeah. So we don't even know when everything's coming back. I'm not sure how much they filmed already. I think they finished filming the Supergirl finale. I'm not sure. I know they haven't finished filming all the Flash episodes. I know they haven't finished all the Legends episodes. So Stargirl is supposed to start in May. Is that happening? Who the fuck knows? You know why?
I hope not.
Because the world fell apart. Even if it does, we can pretend it didn't.
I'm trying to pretend it didn't, but like every time I try to do something, I'm reminded that the world has gone to shit.
Yeah. So that's it for the news. No more news.
Yeah, that's about it.
All right, everybody, give it up for Mar for bringing us the news. Yay!
Trying.
Since you're already talking, Mar, let's move on. What's your topic?
My topic was who
actually
would be
before we do that. I'm sorry, but I feel like the way we've been doing this show has been kind of weird. Like it's weird that I don't do this. So let's move on. We're going to move on to the section of the show where each of us presents a topic for discussion, and we all discuss that topic. So it's a different part of the show, so we all know what's happening. I just realized the last episode, I probably should mark the beginning of this, of this section of the podcast.
I get that.
So yeah, let's move into our topics. We each present a film/television and video games related topic for us to discuss. So with that being said, Sharknado, what is your topic?
My topic is, what TV character would you choose to be your quarantine buddy? And it can be platonic, it can be, I guess, fantasy or
Is that our mascot?
whatever. Yes, it is our mascot.
Okay.
And what was I saying? Yeah, it can be platonic, it can be fantasy, it could be something, sexual, however you feel like spending your quarantine period.
Sexual. All right. You want to go first? You want us to go first? What you want to do?
I'll go first.
You go first.
I would choose, I don't know, when I first thought of this topic, when I finally decided on this topic, the first person I thought of was Khalil from
Of course you did.
Black Lightning.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
And it was for several reasons.
Yeah, what are your reasons, Mar? Go ahead. What are your reasons?
The first was
because
sexual.
I also thought of Anissa when you were talking about this, so I get it. But go ahead.
The first reason was sexual, but also because nigga is smart and can protect the hell out of me. So it's a little bit.
And Anissa can protect the hell out of me too.
Exactly.
That's not why I wanted her here, though.
It don't matter why I wanted him here. It's the fact
Fringe
that
benefits, man. Fringe benefits.
Exactly. But if I just wanted someone to just be here,
John, if you watch Black Lightning, you would understand what we're talking about right now. But yeah, I know you don't. It's okay.
That's racist. But
that's exactly why I don't watch it. If it was called White Lightning, I'd have been seen it already, too.
Yeah.
I'd be at my own podcast.
White Lightning.
It would be me and Matt. You guys wouldn't be allowed on it.
And would you guys? You'd have to wear like a white hood with a lightning bolt on it the entire time as well.
Oh shit! And like that kind of looks like a KKK hood, but the lightning bolt like across the face,
Yeah.
But they don't have to be like pointed. They just have to be like
just a hood.
In that fashion.
Just a face covering hood with a lightning bolt across the face.
Oh, it's so funny.
But if I had to choose like a platonic one, I would have chosen Haley from One Tree Hill because she just relatable.
Interesting. I approached this a bit different because I thought of Anissa from Black Lightning, Thunder, for sexual reasons. However, I'm like, who is going to get me through this pandemic? Who is going to get me through this crisis? And I can think of no one more suited to get me through the pandemic and possibly solve the problem than Rick Sanchez. You bring Rick Sanchez in, for one, you're guaranteed a fun adventure. But two, he'd get annoyed and be like, you know what? I'm just going to solve this problem now. And and he just, what's going on, little homie? But he just like, you know what? We're just going to solve this problem now. And he like go into the garage and just be like, cure for coronavirus, over. And that's it. So I would 100% go with Rick Sanchez.
And he'd have a lot of booze.
Exactly. He would always have drinks available.
And he might even cure the virus.
You just weren't listening to me at all, were you?
No, you weren't. That's exactly what he said.
So that's exactly what I said.
It's not my fault. Look.
I mean, it is your fault. You decided to have sex before marriage and have a child.
Wow.
You did.
Wow.
You did.
Can
You did.
him?
You
Mute
did.
him. Mute him.
I mean, it's what happened. These are facts.
Mute him.
Are these not things you did, Mara?
You didn't have to shame me for it.
Oh, he's not shaming you for it at all.
I'm just saying.
He's stating facts.
Yeah, I was just stating facts. I would never shame anybody for that.
We never said there was anything wrong with you doing so.
I'm just saying it's what happened.
Exactly. And this was the result.
Thanks.
So yes, those are my choices. Anissa from Black Lightning or Rick Sanchez.
I knew you were going to say Rick Sanchez, so I didn't choose Rick Sanchez because I already knew you were going to say Rick Sanchez.
It's so funny because so many times he's the answer.
Yeah, I know. He's a great character. You can't. So for me, sexual fantasy wise, it'd be Kristen Ortega from Altered Carbon. Also, she would definitely protect me. She's got like a titanium arm. You know, she knows how to fight. And I don't want to be fighting, you know.
You want someone to protect you.
Yeah, I want someone to
Clearly,
protect me.
we are not the ones to protect someone else.
None of us. We are, it's just not what we do. That's not what we do.
I could hold my own to a certain extent, but like I'm out of shape. 10 years ago, I would have been in better shape.
Exactly. 22-year-old Travis is much different than
22-year-old John.
Yeah,
oh, man.
Yeah. I was a bad motherfucker at 22. Like,
Yeah.
But
I was fresh out of the Marines. I was cut.
I was fresh out of the marching band. That was like, HBCU marching band was.
You gotta hold sport. The instruments. And
march around, HBCU marching band was a fucking sport. Like, no bullshit. Like, we ran around the entire campus every day. Got in trouble. You just doing calisthenics the entire practice. There was one day I remember I had to do duck walks through the entire field holding up 2 saxophones and shit. Yeah.
Oh, what?
Funny.
Yeah. Start at the 1 yard line, all the way down the field, 2 saxophones in your head, above your head like this, duck walk, all the way down the field.
Yeah, that would hurt.
I probably died twice during that, that ordeal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember what I did to make that happen, but I know I never did it again.
Anyways, my other one, platonic, would be Jimmy from the Mick. He's just a fun guy. He's a fun guy. We would have a lot of fun together, hanging out, playing games, drinking beers. Just chill. I was gonna say Charlie from Always Sunny, but then I was like, this dude doesn't shower much. He probably
you don't want him all in your space if you don't shower.
Right. I don't want to be quarantined with him. Him would be more so like, let's hang out for the evening. Yeah, that's my answers.
Okay. Well, since you're the last person to answer, why don't you?
I see a puppy.
What'd she say?
So cute.
She wants to see puppy.
I know. That's why I called him over here.
What's your topic, Johnny?
I already knew what she wanted. It was just like,
see, Johnny, you need like an animal or a pet, or you need Caroline to come. So she can just
I have a cat when we move in next month. So,
gotcha.
You got Micah.
No.
You can come in, just lay his head on your shoulder, like you just kind of pet his head like this when he lays his head on your shoulder.
I have my bowl right here.
There we go. Something that you can love.
I mean, you can use that for now, but like I still say you could just use Micah, but whatever.
What's your topic?
My topic is with this quarantine going on, who's going to direct, or who would you want to direct the quarantine movie, the coronavirus movie, and what kind of genre would you want it to be? So, for example, I chose Taika Waititi. I love him.
How do I know that you were going to say that?
Dude,
because I thought about that myself, but I'm like, no, John is going to say the same reason you didn't choose Rick. The same reason I didn't choose Kaiko.
Dude, so he's just been on fire. I mean, after Thor Ragnarok, well, first he did What We Do in the Shadows, the movie, and I thought that was hilarious. I never watched Flight of the Conchords, so I don't know much about that. And then he did Thor Ragnarok, which was my favorite Marvel movie. And then Jojo Rabbit was so good. I felt every emotion. It was so funny.
Oh, he did The Boy. Okay. I was like...
But anyways, he's so funny. And I just think if he did a coronavirus movie, it would be a ridiculous, funny type of movie. I'd want it to be like a horror comedy, I guess, kind of like Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. If you ever saw that, like you think it's going to be a horror movie and ends up being a comedy.
Okay.
I would want to see him do something like that. Because I feel like he would nail it, and I would love it because I love everything he does. He's awesome.
I get it.
But yeah. that's that.
I
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I would choose Eli Roth.
Okay.
I would kind of want it to be a thriller. I don't know why. I want to be thrilled and suspended.
She needs some thrills. Mara needs some thrills in her life, y'all.
Thrills and suspension.
She wants that feeling of being at the top of the roller coaster. She needs the thrills.
Because I feel like that's what this is.
The thrills on the frills.
Like I made the mistake of watching some pandemic movie in a couple weeks, like when this first started, and I was just like, I'm an idiot. Like,
okay, Mara.
So yes.
I don't mean to interrupt you right now, but this is important. I'm all out of alcohol now, and I will not be buying more for quite some time. This is a momentous occasion.
You know that withdrawal from alcohol can kill you. It's the only withdrawal that can kill you. I learned that in AA. And you can hallucinate from it.
That's assuming I actually have an addiction.
I didn't assume. I know you have one.
You do not know that. Because I've gone weeks at a time without drinking before anyway.
Yeah, being a kid doesn't count, Travis.
No. I mean within the last 3 months, sir. Within the last few months, I've done so.
Okay, then you're fine.
Yeah. It's not like I have to. If I have money, I go buy alcohol. But it's like
no more money.
Right now, there's not a lot of money coming in, so it won't be happening, which means I'll be podcasting sober for the next few weeks.
Ew.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
You're going to pick up a cheap drug habit. Don't do that.
Not doing that. That causes all kind of other problems.
Rubber cement.
Like I'm like saving money here. That's what I'm trying to do is save money. If I just pick up another addiction, I'm spending money anyway. I might as well just kept drinking.
You're right.
So, yeah.
So what would have been your choice, Travis?
I chose good old Quentin Tarantino. But I want him to do something he's never done before. I want him to do a mockumentary. I love mockumentaries. I do too. They do something for me. So I want him to do a mockumentary that's just centered around a single family in quarantine and what they're dealing with, having to be around each other 24 hours a day, 7 days a week throughout the entire quarantine. And showing what happens when you have to be around somebody you thought you really liked being around constantly. I think that'll make great shit.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I would watch it for sure.
Like I said, it's one of those things like I've never seen Tarantino tackle something like that before, and I think he'd take to it.
I had a runner-up on this. I didn't want to say it because I didn't want either of you to say who it was, but I would love to see Jordan Peele do a horror film of the quarantine coronavirus.
That would be fun too. Yes.
That'd be next. I kind of want, like, I would just want it. I don't know. I want to see Eli Roth take on a pandemic movie. I think that's why, because like I think of like his works like what was that like quick movie? Oh, Aftershock, and like Hostel, and what was the other one I was thinking of? There was another one, I can't think of it right now. But like those kind of films, and I want to see his take on like a pandemic. I forgot it again. It's something about people in the forest.
Cabin
I can't
Fever?
think of it again. No, not that one, but that's also by him. It's like they go to South America. It's like one of those. I can't remember. I have the movie too, which is even more annoying that I can't think of it. Green Inferno.
I don't know if I saw that one.
I haven't seen that either.
I remember that came out like probably 6-7 years ago.
Yeah. But it's creepy, and I want to see him do that. But like Aftershock, which was like about a really huge earthquake hitting in Chile, I think it was. and like just everyone just like trying to survive. Like people who were there on vacation and stuff like that. Like they're just trying to get from point A to point B and stuff like that and get out of there. And it's just kind of just showing how crazed people get when like a disaster like this happens unexpectedly.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move on to my topic now.
Yup.
And for me, because we're all quarantined right now, or shelter in place, or I forgot what they're calling it up in Seattle. Something about like stay home, stay safe act or some shit, because they don't want to call it shelter in place either. Like, not only is shelter in place something they started calling it because they didn't want to say quarantine because people are bothered by the word quarantine, Seattle took it a step further and called it like stay home, stay safe act because people were bothered by shelter in place. So whatever you call it, you staying at home and not going out so nobody else gets sick. While you are at home, what would you suggest people watch, to binge on Netflix/Hulu or Disney Plus or HBO or whatever the fuck? What is your suggestion for the people out there to occupy their time with?
You want to start?
Sure.
I'll go. I chose something that I recently finished because there's 23 seasons of it. South Park. South Park.
Very good choice, sir. That was on my list. Go ahead.
It's 22 minutes an episode. It's funny as hell, and it's fun. Like when you watch it from season 1 all the way through, you're just watching history happen.
Exactly, and
you're
way
watching
more
what
hits than misses
happened
in that one, man.
in the late 90s to the early 2000s, mid 2000s. Like it's just,
and you can see watching that how Matt and Trey changed as it went on, like what they were, where their mind was at that time, because it was just they made them right then and there. It was like, this week, this is what we're thinking about, so this is what we're gonna make.
So like it's just cool. It's just really cool to watch. And like I remember being like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. As I'm watching it, I'm like, oh yeah, that did happen in 2002. Like
Exactly.
Holy shit.
And then you have those moments where you're like, I can't believe they got that on TV.
There's so many of those moments.
Bruh. Cock magic.
Yeah, that was one of the funniest episodes I've ever seen in my life. I cannot
believe they got that on TV, bruh.
Dude, when he's doing the magic show at the kid's birthday.
Like he cut it off.
Yeah, it's funny. That was one of the funniest episodes of like, the last 5 years or whatever it was.
Yeah. It was legit one of those things where the whole time I'm just like, I cannot believe this was on TV.
Yeah. I feel they just let them do whatever they want. But yeah, that's my number one.
Yeah, I think it's one of those moments where, not moments, one of those shows where it's just like, yeah, you do what we say, you just don't get a show because of the way they do it. It's like they finish the episode on Tuesday and then it goes up on Wednesday. So it's like, this is what we got. Either put it out or don't put out a show. And they just put it out. Oh man, what about you, Mara?
Well, I was just gonna say anything generally with like 6+ seasons, depending on how many different things do you want to watch, So I was going with like things that had lengthy seasons, like Supernatural. If you want some don't adventure.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Stay far away from that fucking show. It will do nothing but let you down. They literally defeat Satan, yet somehow there are like 8 more seasons. How? I know I sent you something recently that I saw. Apparently that happened. Like, God is coming and he's going to kill the world. What the fuck is going on that show, Mara?
Oh, yeah, you asked. I haven't watched this season yet.
Anyway, okay. Beyond Supernatural, we're going to pretend you didn't say that and keep going.
Or like SVU, if you just like crime dramas. Or
if you like watching the same show over and over again.
Or Smallville, if you like Superman, and that actually finishes. I'd say The Magician since it's ending, and that has 5 seasons.
Yes.
You know, it's just kind of like, it depends what you're into. Like, I think there's a little bit of something in everything that I like. So, like, those kind of things.
I feel you. Well, me personally, you know, if I'm going to tell somebody to binge a show, first of all, I'm going to tell you to watch Lost. I'm going to tell you to watch Lost. Like, let me tell y'all.
I'm not even bothering to ask you.
Whatever the fuck, listen. I will say it again and again and again. Lost is the reason why you got all these great dramas on television right now. Pay homage and give it its fucking respect. Watch that show. But also, if you're a fan of sci-fi and you haven't watched, you know, Star Trek The Next Generation or Star Trek Deep Space Nine or Star Trek Voyager, those are 3 great science fiction shows that challenge you to think and not just, you know, digest whatever they throw at you. Because at the end of a lot of those episodes, you're going to end up thinking, was that the right call? What would I have done? How do I feel about this? Happens a lot in those shows. But also, it depicts the future. It's a lot better than what we got right now. Because in that future, in Star Trek, especially like The Next Generation and Voyager and Deep Space Nine, they've eliminated poverty on Earth. They've eliminated the need for money at all. Everybody just gets whatever the fuck they need whenever they need it. Everybody's good on Earth. Now there's intergalactic, you know, problems and shit. But if you're on Earth, you straight. All is good. And that depicts a much more happy and positive world than what we live in right now. I mean, they got holodecks and shit. Like, if you want to just go and have an adventure, you know, where you like save the world from, you know, super huge kaiju invasion, you can do that. You just walk in a room. You can just do that shit. It's fucking dope. So those are my suggestions. Lots and lots of content on Star Trek for you to watch, because each one of those has, I believe, at least 6 seasons. All, you know, 44 minutes long. There's some misses. Don't get me wrong. They're not all, you know, home runs out of the park. Especially like the first like season or so of The Next Generation. It's like, it's rough to get through. But once you do, I won't lie. It's just, that first season is just like, ugh. But once you get through it, honestly, you can skip it. I'll just tell you if there's something that you just don't know, hit me up at Sir_Cussalott on Twitter or Instagram. You know, just ask. Start on season 2. But yeah, those are my suggestions.
I've been meaning to watch some of those Star Treks, though.
You should. You really should. I think you would appreciate them. Once again,
I mean, I loved Battlestar Galactica, so
yeah.
I like sci-fi shit. I like space shit.
Yeah, TNG is where you should start. TNG means The Next Generation.
Next Generation. I got
you. If you skip the first season, I won't blame you.
Hard for me to do that. I'm probably gonna watch it anyways.
I understand. I did, but like, I'm just saying, if you like start watching, like, I don't like this. If that happens, skip to season 2.
Is there a recap of the first season, or does it even matter? You don't even need it.
It doesn't really matter because it was syndicated. You know, it was one of those shows.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So like, there's a character death in the first season that kind of matters, you know, but not really.
If the time comes, I'll just ask you.
Yeah, exactly. You can just ask me, because guess what? I've watched that entire series multiple times. If you have questions, Travis has answers. Don't worry.
Gotcha.
But move on to another fun segment of this podcast. We play a little game called Name That Movie. And that is where it is Mars' turn. That is where one of us picks a few movies where they read a description to us without giving away any, giveaways as far as the description goes. And the other two try to guess what that movie is. It's good fun. We do it every time we do this podcast. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Where there's no prizes, you just win. You just get to say you're better than the other.
I'm all for that.
All right. Let's start. A group of misguided animal rights activists free a caged chimp infected with the blank virus from a medical research lab.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
No. When London bike courier Blank wakes up from a coma a month after, he finds his city all but deserted. On the run from Blank-like victims of the blank, he stumbles upon a group of survivors and joins them on a perilous journey to what he hopes will be safety.
Some kind of like zombie pandemic movie.
Yeah, but it's like I'm guessing it's a comedy because
No,
it involves a monkey.
it's not a comedy. It's not a comedy.
Oh, it's supposed to be serious and it's activist free and a monkey?
I mean, you gonna act like animal rights groups don't free animals all the time?
Yeah, but it's always funny when they do it. I don't think I've seen this one. I don't know. What else you got? Come give us a little more.
2002.
That's not gonna help.
Infected with the rage virus.
2002.
On the run from zombie-like victims of the rage.
Oh, this is my Marian Catholic High School marching band.
I don't know.
days.
I'm
I
just gonna
hardly
start
saw movies
naming
during this time.
28 Days Later.
Yeah.
It's just is it
That was
28
it?
days later?
Oh, hell yeah.
Dude.
That was a fucking...
Yeah. I saw that movie, but like when I saw that movie, I don't even remember anything really from that movie except the time when he siphoned gas out of a car. But like,
Dude, that was a fucking toss in the dark.
that was a real shot in the dark. I knew it was. I knew you didn't know that.
I was when she gave me the year, I was like, okay, this came out.
And the thing is, I thought about that, but I'm like, it's not
20
that
years
because I don't
ago.
remember anything from a monkey from that movie. But
No.
yeah. All right.
Fuck yeah. That's awesome.
One for Johnny Jums over there.
All right, next. Robert Neville, a brilliant scientist, is a survivor of a man-made plague that transforms humans into mutants. He wanders alone through the city, calling out for other survivors.
I Am Legend.
And yes.
That was his name. I just watched that.
I don't remember his name either, but I'm thinking about him like I think that was Will Smith. Yeah, that was Will Smith. I Am Legend.
I was about to say I Am Legend when she said wandering around by himself.
Yeah.
But I literally just watched this like a month ago, and I don't remember that being his name.
I thought that was it too, but like you said, once she said wander the city, I'm like, it must be. Yeah.
All right. One to one.
Wunderbar.
Wunderbar. A terrible plague has left the planet's population divided between zombies and humans.
World War Z.
An unusual zombie named R sees his Walking Dead brethren attack a living woman named Julie, and he rescues
Zombie
her.
or oh shit, what's this called?
That's a show. Julie sees that R is different from other zombies, and the pair embark on an unusual relationship.
I know what this is,
I don't know
dude.
this one.
I know what it is.
As their bond grows and R becomes more and more human, a chain of events unfolds that could transform the entire lifeless world.
Fuck.
2013.
I know what it is.
Zombieland.
No.
I know, yeah. They develop a relationship. I've seen the trailer.
Zombie
for it.
Love.
No. No. That sounds like a weird porn. I'm not gonna lie.
Balls deep in the zombie.
Fuck. Damn it. I don't know the name of it.
Deep Throat Zombie.
No.
Heartbreak
The word-
Zombie.
The word zombie is not in the title.
Dead.
Undead in your
Walk
throat.
in love. Love Dead. Love Me Stupid. I don't know. I can't. I know what it is. I can't think of the name.
Dead in Your Mouth. I don't know.
No. So I'm going to tell you it because there's no other details I can really give you. Or unless you want like this. Are we allowed to tell you the actors?
I mean, whatever. Now that we don't know shit, whatever.
Nicholas Hoult, Dave Franco.
Like, it's one of those I know I haven't seen, so it's just you can tell me whatever you want. I'm not gonna know.
Okay. Warm Bodies.
Yeah.
I know what it is. I just couldn't remember the name of the fucking movie.
Oh. All right. So we're still 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, I think I have enough movies to get through this. All right. When her husband is attacked by a zombified neighbor, Anna manages to escape only to realize her entire neighborhood has been overrun by the Walking Dead. After being questioned by a cautious policeman, Anna joins him and a small group that gravitates to the local shopping mall as a bastion of safety. Once they convince suspicious security guards that they are not contaminated, the group bands together to fight the undead hordes.
Johnny, you talking right now? I can't hear you.
I accidentally muted myself.
Wow.
Yeah, god damn it. I said I've seen this one too. I just can't fucking
This one sounds
remember it.
really familiar too, but I'm like, I don't know what it is.
It's by George A. Romero. Well, directed by Zack Snyder, but it was based on another movie by George A. Romero.
Dawn of the Dead.
Yes.
I must say it was one of those like I know what this is, and I just yeah.
All right, so we're
It's one of those when you haven't
Johnny.
seen it forever.
It's funny when she named the Romero. I was like, I think this is it. I think this is it.
All right, so we're 2-1. All right. An ordinary evening in a small Texas town becomes a grisly nightmare when a horde of flesh-eating zombies goes on the prowl. Cherry, a go-go dancer, and Ray, her ex-lover, band together with other survivors in a no-holds-barred effort to escape the carnage. The odds become a bit more even when Cherry, who lost her leg to a
Fuck, what's the name of that movie?
Gets a machine gun appendage and lets the bullets
Fuck,
fly.
what's the name of this movie?
Oh
Fuck,
shit!
what's the name of this movie? I'm looking at it.
It's
Machete.
Grindhouse.
Machete.
No,
something like that.
Is it? No.
What the fuck is that? It's that Danny Trejo's in this shit. What the fuck is the name of this movie?
This is it was a Tarantino and what's his name? They did these like two movies together.
Yeah. What the fuck is the name of this movie?
It's a Grindhouse. It was Grindhouse.
Yes.
Hold on.
God damn it. What the fuck is the name of this movie?
I see the movie cover.
I see it all.
Yeah.
I'm watching the movie right now in my head, and I cannot think of the name of this goddamn movie. I'm sure people like in the comments right now are just watching like, what the fuck, you dumbass?
Let me pull up these comments. Fuck. Dude, I know this. God damn it.
What the fuck is first word?
First
I feel
letter.
like if I P.
P.
That's not gonna help. That's why I just said first word so we can move this on. Like it's not gonna happen.
Planet.
Planet Terror. Planet Terror.
Yeah. What did you say, Travis?
I don't know. I just said
You said Planet Zombie.
I just said like, what do I know? Zombie? Yeah.
Planet Terror.
Planet Zombie. Yep. All right, so that's 3-1. You want another one?
If you got another one, go ahead.
Okay. I had a few. I pulled up a whole bunch of movies.
It's cool. I already won though.
I say he already won. We normally do 5. We go ahead.
Okay, I'll do one more. Let's see.
It's not just about us. The audience likes it too.
Right, I enjoy this highly. When Beth Emhoff returns to Minnesota from a Hong Kong business trip, she attributes the malaise she feels to jet lag. However, 2 days later, Beth is dead, and doctors tell her shocked husband that they have no idea what killed her. Soon, many others start to exhibit the same symptoms, and a global pandemic explodes. Doctors try to contain the lethal microbe, but society begins to collapse as a blogger fans the flames of paranoia.
I have no idea.
No, it is not the movie 2020, because that's exactly what this
I'm about to say
sounds
that
like.
sounds like what just happened, but
It's a movie. I'm not gonna lie, it's a movie that I recently watched, and it's one that you should not watch.
Contagion?
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Jonny won.
how do you do all this shit about a potential virus or about a virus and don't do Resident Evil?
I haven't seen Resident Evil.
Like, what the fuck? Like,
Also, as soon as she would say like one word like umbrella or anything,
yeah, I mean that's true.
We would have got that shit immediately.
But she would have said blank there. I assume that she would have used blank instead of saying Umbrella Corp. But like, as far as the Corona's going right now, like you saw the Chinese company's logo that looks exactly like the Umbrella Corp logo and all that shit. Like, how do you not use Resident Evil here?
I never saw Contagion. FYI.
Well, I just watched it like a couple weeks ago when the quarantine first started, and I felt really ill for like 5 seconds.
Like, oh my God, do I have that?
No, it was just kind of like it felt like I was watching what was happening now. It was too real.
I got you.
Even though the virus in like Contagion was out here just bodying people, unlike COVID, which is just kind of like taking out old white people. But
I'm not going to say the world's a better place that way, but
but like the virus.
There are certain people who the world is a better place without.
It was just taking anybody out. So, but I didn't use Resident Evil because I hadn't seen it, so I wouldn't have known that was like that. I wouldn't have known it would have been of like a zombie outbreak or pandemic outbreak. Sorry. But at least I'm honest about it.
Mm-hmm. That was fun.
But yeah. Well, congrats, John.
Yeah, you win this week or this month.
There's a lot of guesses in there.
About to say, yeah, he won just because he said random things right, but it's cool.
Usually that doesn't work too well.
It worked this time.
It did.
As soon as this is over, I'm watching that YouTube thing you sent us.
I got 5 on us.
Dude, I listened to that Us soundtrack so many times.
Oh yeah, I have those on my in my library as well. I have that score.
Even before this movie, I Got 5 on It was one of my favorite songs.
Oh hell yeah! Anytime it came on the radio, I would be singing that shit.
Listen, back when I still had a job, I used to listen to Pandora my entire shift. Have my Bluetooth, earphone in my ear right here. It got me through my day, and as Pandora played, at some point during that day, I Got 5 on It, or the I Got 5 on It remix would come on, and I'd be grooving. I'm like, it was that and Return to the Mac that got me through my day.
I love Return of the Mac.
Anytime someone's like, "Hey, I'm ordering pizza," I just be like, "I got 5 on it." Like anytime there's someone's like needs to pool money,
yeah.
I'm saying that.
Yeah, exactly.
And, like 100% of the time.
Years ago, when my parents were talking about getting the pool, and my dad was complaining about how much it costs, I told him I got 5 on it. Like no bullshit. If you look back on Facebook, when he's talking about it, I commented underneath, I got 5 on it.
That's great.
But anyway, this has been fun. This has been episode, I believe I said 31. Is that it? Am I right?
30-something.
I'm going to say 31 again because I think that's what I said, and that's what I'm going with now. Of the Creatia Conversation. Thanks for being here with us. Thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget you can follow us on both Twitter and Instagram at The Creatia World. That is at TheCreatia World. Also, you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Creatia World. If you're watching us live, you know where you are already. Just click it, hit follow, or like, whatever it is you click on Facebook. That shit. Also, there are a good number of you who listen to us on podcast services who are not subscribed to us on YouTube. Just go to the YouTube channel. Watch it on YouTube and hit the subscribe button. It helps. Get us up there. Get some subscriptions there. Also, at the same time, as you know, we talked about this before, there are a couple of us who are out of work right now. We broke. And this shit costs money. This is not free. So it would help if hop over to the Patreon, patreon.com/Creatia World. Subscribe any level you want. Every little bit helps. You get perks along with it. So, just hop on in there. You get some behind the scenes content if you subscribe high enough. Get some other content early. It's good. Also, you can buy some merch. I'll put the link in the description here so you can go and look at the merchandise store. Get some merch. Help us out.
Buy a shirt.
It's just a shirt. And the shirts are pretty dope. Get one.
Tag us in it if you post it.
Yeah, man. Get the shirt, take a pic, and tag us in it. And we'll shout you out. Because we know we show love. Anything else we need to make sure we talk about here? Because, I would talk about Wild Wild West World, but we're not doing it because y'all are losers. Super Flashy, we got some time, whatever. Whenever that comes back, we'll have another show. I don't know. Smacking It Raw. Like, this week what we're going to do, like, no bullshit, we're going to do a watch along with an old episode of Raw. I forgot the date of that show. It's an old episode of Raw. I'll tell Matt to let everybody know. That'll be fun, though. We'll do a watch along with that. That's what we're doing. Because the most recent episodes of, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and AEW just been fucking boring. Because they got to do it with no crowd.
So
and
weird without the crowd.
It is.
Dude.
It's so...
video of it, and it was very...
It felt wrong. Like, it's just...
WrestleMania, like, I was looking forward to it.
I was too. Honestly was too.
It's not going to be a crowd, and I'm just like...
I'm so glad that I didn't buy tickets because it just gave me an excuse to go back to Central Florida. I love Central Florida. Like, to visit, I'd love it. I don't want to live there anymore, but I'd visit Central Florida in a minute. And this gave me an excuse. I almost bought tickets, but I didn't. I'm glad I didn't.
I'm happy you didn't either.
Believe that's it, though. Until next time, you can follow me on both Twitter and Instagram at Sir_Cussalott. That is at SIR_CUSSALOTT. Sharknado, where can they find you?
Always at Mara the Shark. Damn, I do this every time now. Always on Instagram and Twitter at Mara the Shark. MARADASHAR. God, kick me out.
Do you not know how to spell your own shit?
No.
MARADASHARK.
Like, it's literally written right there. She can just read it too.
Literally, that's what I did. I just read it.
You know what? Don't judge me.
Oh man, John, where can they find you, sir?
At Jonny Jums, JONNYJUMS, for all social media platforms except Facebook. That's my name, and I'm probably not going to give that to you because, if you find it, you find it. But
yeah. His is right there too. You can read that.
Mm-hmm.
Jumps right there. It's funny. All of ours are right there. You can just read them on the screen. If you want. But we'll catch you all next time. Until then, we out.
Laters.